stop everything. Put your phone down if you're not watching this in full screen. Close the other tabs. What I'm about to tell you in the next 60 seconds will hurt. It will hurt because it's true, and truth, especially in seduction, is the one thing most men spend their lives avoiding. You're tired, aren't you? Tired of chasing women who always seem out of reach, tired of memorizing canned lines, cheap manipulation tricks, routines that make you look like a social robot. You're exhausted from giving your energy, your time, your money, and sometimes even your dignity, only to get indifference in return, views on your messages, or worse, the infamous friend zone. The reason you're failing isn't your looks, not your bank account, not even your lack of humor. The reason is this: you're transparent, predictable. You are, excuse the term, the emotional doormat she wipes her insecurities on before moving on to the man who truly understands what's going on. She doesn't want your flowers, not yet. She doesn't want your empty compliments. What she wants is to feel something you've never given her before, an unshakable presence. Today, I'm not going to give you another trick. I'm giving you the key to the vault. I'm going to reveal 2 words, just 2. 2 words that when spoken with the right intention, depth, and understanding of the female psyche can disarm her defenses, touch her soul, and trigger an attraction so visceral it will make her dizzy. This isn't magic, it's high-level psychology combined with the oldest and most powerful philosophy there is. Stay until the very end, because if you miss even one step in how these 2 words are built, you'll just be a parrot repeating a formula without grasping its power. The journey begins now. Welcome. If you're still here after that intense introduction, it means there's something different about you, a hunger for truth that goes beyond comfort. That's the first trait of a real man. To understand a woman, to win her over, not as a possession, but as a partner who chooses to surrender to you, you must first understand the nature of desire and human interaction. We live in an era of noise. Everyone is shouting for attention. Women are constantly bombarded with shallow validation requests. If you show up with the same noise, you'll be filtered out. The approach we're exploring today isn't that of the loud hunter, it's that of the wise man, the stoic. Why stoicism? Because it is the ultimate philosophy of self-mastery, and you cannot master any woman if you haven't mastered yourself first. The philosopher Emperor Marcus Aurelius, one of the most powerful men in history, who had everything a man could desire within reach, wrote this fundamental truth in his Meditations: look within. Within is the source of good, and it can continuously flow if you keep digging. Understand this. The source of your attractiveness isn't external. It's not in her reaction to what you say. It's inside you. Most men approach women seeking something. They want her approval, her number, her body. They act like emotional beggars, and a woman, by deep survival instinct, cannot respect a beggar. She cannot fall in love with a man who needs her to feel worthy. The stoic seducer, on the other hand, needs nothing. He is complete. He approaches not to take, but to offer. Offer what? His strength, his stability, and his unique ability to truly see her as she is. That's where the secret lies. We're going to dive deep into female psychology, not to manipulate it, but to understand it so profoundly that your mere presence becomes addictive to her. 1. The fundamental mistake: doing versus being. Before I reveal these 2 words, we need to break down your bad habits. It's painful but necessary, like cleaning a wound before stitching it. The mistake 99% of men make is believing seduction is about doing. What should I say? What should I do to make her like me? Where should I take her?
The moment you ask these questions, you've already lost. You're performing. You're an actor on a stage, terrified the audience, her, won't applaud. A woman has a razor-sharp intuition. It's a biological radar refined over thousands of years. She detects inauthenticity from miles away. She feels when you're reciting a script. She senses when you're acting just to get a reaction. When you're stuck in doing, you're either in the future, waiting for a result, or in the past, afraid of past failures. You're not present with her. Real romance, the kind that truly moves hearts, doesn't come from a pre-packaged candlelight dinner. It comes from an authentic connection in the present moment. It appears when a man can stop time with the sheer force of his attention. She doesn't want you clowning around to entertain her. She wants to feel who you are when you stop trying to impress. If you're constantly trying to prove your worth, you're indirectly telling her,